So there is a few things I want to touch on today, so I'm just going to try to get started and not ramble, but I always say that. So first things first, before I kind of get into telling you guys how I'm trying to change my life and kind of be healthier and everything, I want to talk about a little bit of an issue that I have and I know other girls have had because I've talked to some girls that have these issues. So it kind of goes with the whole thing about dieting, the word diet, and being a skinny girl and dieting. I think a lot of the time skinny girls, and I'm going to say that because I don't like to refer to people as skinny or fat. I mean, like, that's not really my place or your place or anyone's place to say, like, what someone is. It should be up to them, I guess. And I don't want to sound like vain, like I don't want to be like, well, I'm a skinny girl, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I'm kind of, doing that whole thing. But it's like, when you see a skinny girl saying she's going to diet or she's going to start eating healthy, other people that may be a little bit bigger or just bigger than that person, even if it's only by like 10 or 15 pounds, are like, oh my goodness, you don't have to eat good, like, you don't have to diet, what are you trying to do, you're this big. But it's not always the case. I feel like you should eat better and you should get healthier to make yourself feel better. Whether it's to lose pounds, whether it's just to have more energy, whether it's to tighten up, whatever. But it shouldn't be what they say anyway. And I know I've come across this issue myself because I am little. I am very little. We're aware of that. I'm 4'11". And I wouldn't call myself fat. I don't personally think anyone would call me fat. I mean, unless they're like a professional, because on a chart, I am overweight, which I know, like, whatever. But if I say, like, recently I've been trying to eat better and feel better about myself, and I want to lose a few pounds, and when I tell people that, a lot of the times I get the same reaction with, oh my gosh, you're so skinny, what are you talking about, oh my god. When I tell someone my weight, it's like, oh, I weighed that when I was in 7th grade, like, you're this big. Okay, like, I understand my heaviest weight that I'm at right now might be something you weighed in middle school or in high school, but that's because you're average height, or that's because you're taller, or that's because you have a bigger frame than me. This is heavy for me, and if I don't feel good at this weight, I don't think that anyone should be able to tell me that I can't want to lose weight. When I say I want to lose some pounds, people say you're gonna look crazy, like, you're gonna look terrible. Okay, if you feel like that, I think that you should keep it to yourself, because I want to lose some weight for me and not for you. And I know other girls have felt like this before, because I've talked to girls that are my size or like a little bit bigger than me that they say the same thing. Every time they tell someone they're trying to lose weight, everyone like makes a big deal about it. Like, losing weight should only be for bigger people, and that is not the case. So getting into like where I want to be, I am at my heaviest right now, and I don't care. Like, I'll tell you guys, I am 117 currently. This is the heaviest I've ever been on a chart. Being 4'11" at 21 years of age, which I'm going to be soon, so I just kind of rounded up, I should be between 86 and 105. Now, 86 is really pushing it. I haven't been I was probably in the 80s in like 9th grade. But I don't want to be on that end of the chart. But I don't want to necessarily be at the high end for my height either. So I'm trying to get back down to 95. And again, this is with the whole opinion things. If you think that's crazy, being a 21-year-old and 95 pounds, then okay, you can think that, but it doesn't matter, because this is what I want to do. I graduated at 93 pounds, and I haven't grown in height since then. So my theory is, why should I grow in weight? Like, why should I get wider if I'm not getting taller, right? And my body hasn't changed. I feel like I have had my woman body since like I hit puberty, since like, I mean, I hit puberty in middle school, but that's when everything started changing, and like my womanly parts, hips, boobs, all of that, those have really like stayed the same. So I don't think that 95 is bad. Like, my body hasn't changed in the 3 years since I graduated to the point where I should weigh 117. So yes, 117 is like over 10 pounds than what I should be according to the charts. And I know some people are going to comment and say, don't go according to a chart. Like, if you feel good, be what you are as long as you feel good. Yeah, that is true, but I do not feel good where I'm at. A lot of the time you see skinny girls, if you guys want to call me a skinny girl, and you see them with their clothes on. You see them with their clothes on all the time. So you don't see the little tummy that they have that they see, or the arms that they always see in pictures, or their thighs that they feel is a little bit too droopy or dimply, or their butt that's sagging. Like, you don't see that all the time. And when a girl looks at herself, she's going to be her biggest critic, and sometimes that's a bad thing, but sometimes that's a good thing. Now, I have been noticing that I was gaining weight for the last probably year or so, and I've tried to work on it, but it never really hit me until I came back from vacation recently, when I weighed myself and I was the heaviest I've ever been. I think vacation definitely had something to do with it, because it was all you can eat buffet on that cruise, and I know I gained at least 5 pounds on that cruise, but that's okay. That was fine, because I knew when I was getting back from vacation I was going to work on it. So now that I've been back, I've been really pushing myself hard. I completely cut out fast food. I think that was a really big problem for me. I'd eat it 1 to 2 times a week, and it's literally terrible for you. I cut out sweet tea, lemonade, like really sugary drinks. I quit drinking pop a while ago, so I mean, I still crave it, but that'll eventually stop. So now it is just water. I only drink water. Milk I have with my cereal. We've been doing bigger breakfasts, so you can burn off the calories throughout the day. I've been doing salads for lunch. We make our own grilled chicken salads. We bought tilapia. We've been eating a lot of tilapia for dinner. Most of the carbs I get are only from brown rice. I'm really trying to cut out carbs. I don't want to completely cut them out, because you do need a little bit of carbs, but my carbs usually come from just brown rice. I'm also drinking lean shakes. They're from GNC. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them. They're like a protein shake. They have protein, vitamins, minerals, a lot of good things for you. Sometimes I do that as a meal replacement, either for lunch or for dinner if I'm on the go, because I'm not eating after 8 o'clock anymore. That is a really big thing about you shouldn't eat that close to bedtime. So if I'm at work until 9:30, I just drink a shake while I'm at work, and I get my protein and my vitamins and my minerals. Also, I have been working out every single day. I've been doing a butt challenge, because my thighs and my butt are really a problem area for me. I've been doing an ab challenge, and you know abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. So with abs, you have to work out and you have to eat right. So that's why I've been eating right, because I want to have a flat stomach. I look up pictures of girls all the time on Instagram. If you look up #Fitspiration, I promise you, you will get inspired. And these girls have the flattest stomach. So I've been doing my ab challenge, and then I do an arm challenge. My arms are really what bothers me the most. And I know, showing you guys, it might not seem like that big of a deal. But when I see myself in pictures, now I don't feel good about myself. If I'm turned to the side, I feel like my arm looks wide. And to a lot of you, same thing as the first issue I brought up, you're gonna say, oh my god, your arms are so small, I wish my arms were that small, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. You can wish that your arms were my size, but you're probably a bigger person than me. I'm very, very, very petite, and my arms have never been this big, and in my opinion, they shouldn't be. And so I've been doing all those challenges every night. I recently started going to hot power yoga, which is basically a very intense yoga in an 100-degree room. It is a great workout. It's great to tone your muscles, stretch your muscles, build them back. Basically everything I've been doing is just to keep me healthy, and I'm not considering it a diet. I'm considering it a new lifestyle. I'm not going on a diet to get to the weight I want and then go back to what I was doing and quit exercising. I want this to be my life. I want to eat like this all the time. As of right now, I'm not having any cheat days. I know people a lot of times do cheat days 1 day a week or cheat meal 1 day a week. I'm not doing that. I decided my first cheat is going to be Valentine's, and my boyfriend is actually looking into trying to find a sugar-free chocolate to get me, so it won't even be that much of a cheat. It will just be a little bit more calories than usual. But until I am at the weight and the look I want, I'm not going to do a whole cheat thing. I'm not taking days off from exercising. When my challenge says it's a rest day, I still do it anyway, because I think I'm to the point where I feel guilty if I don't exercise, and in a way that might be bad, but I think for now it's good. I'm not obsessed over my weight. I'm not crying. I don't by any means, don't anyone think that I think I am fat. I do not think that at all. I know that. I do consider myself to be a little bit chubby, and it's fine if you don't agree with me. That's perfectly fine. But like I said before, you don't see my body every day. You don't see me without clothes on. Putting my bathing suit on vacation was a really big wake-up call for me, because I've been wearing the same bathing suits for a few years now. Just a couple reasons, because one, it's really hard to find bathing suits for me because my boobs are so big and my bottom half is so small. And they've been fitting me for the last few years. So I've just been wearing the same ones. Well, putting them on this winter compared to last summer, it grossed me out. There's a lot of unflattering pictures. I could try to suck in my tummy and kind of turn, but then my butt would look like cottage cheese, and I was just like, no, something has to change. So I'm really just doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone else. No one called me fat. No one told me I'm ugly. No one told me I'm big. In high school, I was tiny, teeny tiny. My metabolism was a lot faster. I was a lot more active. I could eat whatever I wanted and not gain a pound. I remember my friends would work out in high school and they'd be like, come with us, like, why don't you ever work out? And I'd say, I don't need to. I didn't like working out. I wasn't going to start working out if I didn't need to. So I was always told them, and I told my family the same thing, I will work out when I need to, when I feel like my body needs it. And I hit that point now. I feel that I'm at my heaviest weight that I ever want to be. I don't want to get any heavier. So I'm ready to slim down and tighten up. And what everyone says is true. When you are in high school, I know a lot of people that watch me are probably still in high school or a little bit younger than me. You eat what you want, you do what you want, and I'm sure your mom, your aunt, someone has said to you it's gonna catch up to you someday, because they have experienced it, and it does. I would eat whatever I wanted, drink whatever I wanted. Like, I was addicted to soda for so long. Candy, eat whatever I wanted, and it did catch up to me. I think in between 19 and 20 was when it really started catching up to me. I noticed my tummy's getting bigger. I'm getting a little, like, I love handles. I've just too much to grab onto that I don't want anyone to be able to grab onto. So it does catch up with you eventually. That is the biggest thing. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself, is it does catch up to you. So if you are younger and you are at that stage where you are tiny and you can eat whatever you want, don't. Like, just start now and just get into the healthy lifestyle, so you don't get to the point where you're like, oh, I'm at the biggest I've ever been. But I don't think I've gotten to the point where it's out of control. That is my biggest fear, is to get to the point where I get out of control. And I don't think I'm at that. I am only 117. I want to get down to 95. So yes, that is 22 pounds. You guys might think that's crazy, and that's fine. But if I get to a point where I feel like I look good, and say I'm only at 100 or I'm at 104, and I feel good about myself, I will stop there. I'm not going to obsess until I get to 95. I think that everyone just has in their head they want to look like they did in high school, and that's kind of what in my head. I either already inserted a picture or I will insert it now of what I looked like when I graduated, so you guys see at 93 pounds, I wasn't anorexic, I wasn't tiny, I had curves, and the only thing different was I had a smaller butt, no cottage cheese on my thighs, no flabby arms, and a flat tummy. So yeah, that is basically my story and my kind of nitpicking with the whole skinny girls can't diet, or skinny girls aren't allowed to diet or change their life. That's just my opinion. So if you have any negative opinions, just please, I mean, if you have to say them, go ahead, because it's not really going to affect me or what I want to do. But if you would rather keep it to yourself, I wouldn't mind that. And of course, if you guys have words of encouragement, like if you want to leave a comment saying, I think you look fine, but you go, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. If you think I look fine, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't think I look bad. I'm just not happy with how I am right now. So basically, I'm just trying to build a healthier lifestyle, which I think anyone should do. I'm getting into, you know, my 20s, and it's important to be healthy now. So if you guys want me to make any other health videos, any updates with how I'm doing, like along the way, if you want me to show you like the kind of groceries we have bought, the shakes that I've been drinking, my vitamins, and like fish oils that I've been taking, just let me know. I would love to make more health videos because this is something that's really motivating me. I've been watching more health videos on YouTube and looking up things on Instagram and Pinterest, and I'm just really motivated for this right now. So if you guys have any other things you want me to touch on, just leave them in the comments below and I would love to hear them. So that's it. Please don't be too mean to me in the comments, and I love you guys as always. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. I will see you guys later. Mwah.